You can say one domestic, but you've no idea how huge it is.
That it is for Chelsea, just because of that front line that Chelsea has to sort out.
Both teams making their way out onto the Wembley pitch. Let's get some predictions, shall we, before we go to our commentary team?
Oh, I still preferred walking out from behind.
We're actually hearing that Thiago's been injured in the warm-up. Naby Keita starting.
Keita in front of Van Dijk.
Yeah, Keita will be.
Sporting uplift. The blue and yellow reeds worn by the captains. And now the national anthem to be performed by twin. Unity is encouraged. Blue melds with red and the blue and yellow colours of Ukraine. World Cup a fortnight back. Andreas Christensen hurt in training and Hakim Ziyech give way. Robert Carabao Cup this season. It all means that Liverpool have used 32 different players in the competition, the Football League Cup. Officials are led by 39-year-old referee Stuart Atwell, once the Premier League's very young. So as winter hints at spring with Liverpool, the 2016 game here, which he, like Chelsea, about all of that, only he must know.
Can't be an easy course.
In the academy, the under-18s, the under-23s, who played way back in the audience. Havertz for Mount. Mount's asked a lot of Alonso. That's Piliqueta. Pulisic.
I tell you what, if you thought that Trevor Chalobah was nervous coming into this cup finals, I love it.
Wriggling away from Alonso. Enlisting the help of Fabinho. Sifted wide for Alexander-Arnold. Havertz drifting off Keita. Has Piliqueta.
What a save from Kelleher. I feel that maybe Havertz could hit that one, but he decides to put it wide. He's onside as well. Pulisic, you can see how deep Roberts it is. And he does very little wrong, in fairness to him. He just concentrates on getting good contact.
Out Diaz, in step Chalobah again. There's Conte. As Piliqueta. Fabinho threw in a shoulder. Diaz. Silva taken up by Alonso, who teased Alexander-Arnold and found Mason Mount. Luis Diaz looking to rip around Chalobah. Diaz and Sadio Mane. Kovacic ambushed by Henderson.
Going through, and he's had a rough time with injury, so it's that kind of repetitive.
Kovacic with a delightful return ball. Havertz and Mason Mount.
Well, that pass I was talking about from Kai Havertz, there's the through ball, but he takes his time here, he really assesses the situation, and look at the power that he just whips that ball in.
First quarter of an hour, high tempo, high stakes, high energy. Robertson for Mane. Fabinho. Diaz. Alexander-Arnold, Sadio Mane.
Well, I'm really surprised, because this fella is very, very good in the air usually. I mean, you expect this kind of delivery from Arnold. It's just what he does. It's just an amazing, brilliant ball. But Mane gets the wrong side. Look at the dip on the cross. And he just mistimes it, as you mentioned.
Loops up onto the head of Rudiger. Partially clear as far as Mane.
Liverpool pressure. They're so good at regaining the ball, and Mane knows exactly what he's doing.
Alexander-Arnold, that's beautifully swept forward, and Rudiger, he's done all right. On by Keita, in by Robertson. In by Robertson.
Here we see it here, it just comes in. It kind of hits Azpilicueta's thigh cross arm.
Diaz, it's going to be reviewed. I think Rudiger's the potentially guilty party. There's Matip, Sadio Mane. Alexander-Arnold in for Henderson. Conte's deliciously taken. Driving at Chalobah. In for Mane. And touchback for Naby Keita. And Mendy was not having it.
Wow. You're not going to see many better saves than this. It's an absolutely fabulous reaction. It doesn't get any better for a second phase from a goalkeeper to make that save. How he gets up and throws himself.
That's it. Crunched back by Rudiger. Keita. Robertson. Diaz. Taken away by Conte, taken up by Pulisic. Rolled on here for Kai Havertz, and the flag has stayed down, and Kai Havertz!
I just held his run enough, but this is the danger that Liverpool face. When that turnover happens, yeah, he's clearly offside. Nonetheless, he still doesn't know that he's got to finish it. And good.
Sadio Mane and Jordan Henderson looking to move it on for Salah. Alonso away. Robertson back in.
This game so far, I mean, he's just finding this pass into Mane every single time. He just seems to have the knack of finding it.
Here's Alonso. Nicked on by Pulisic, in by Azpilicueta. Havertz. Azpilicueta!
For that, I didn't know, really too sure what to expect, but from the angle I saw it was...
Pulisic. Havertz.
From Pulisic, brilliant initially from Kovacic to win the ball back. Fantastic midfield play, slips it to Havertz. He probably was onside because he came from so deep. It looked like he may have been offside, but the depth of the run from Mount as Havertz gets his head up. So
they've met in 10 Champions League ties, including a couple of semi-finals, an FA Cup semi-final and a final. Mourinho, Pulisic, Kai Havertz. Havertz around Matip.
Well, we spoke about how smooth Kai Havertz is with his movement. He does well just to stay on side as that last player. But this is lovely footwork, just a little drop of the shoulder, ghosts past Matip. And that's a great, inviting cross.
Pulisic. He has found a way over the top, and extraordinary.
Well, do you think there's a feeling that it's not going to be his day? I just can't believe he's missed his chance. Fantastic ball, brilliantly timed run.
This guy's a lot of fun. Not if you're Trevor Chalobah, he's not. Diaz.
His situation, and he does well because he's a big lad, Chalobah. And Diaz just loves to run and stop and then go again, drop his shoulder. He copes with that, and then the little feint to shoot.
Drifts it over the top for Mason Mount. Havertz through the middle. If Mount can find him, there's Kai Havertz. There's Mason.
Liverpool very susceptible in wide areas. Van Dijk is quite deep. And if they get the run on Arnold or Robertson, which they have done a lot in this game, Chelsea, it just opens up for them. It's a nice 1-2. Straight down the throat of the goalkeeper, Kelleher. Very comfortable save into his body.